Hello, friends. Just gonna start a new run here. Coming back to play Transistor again. Game I really like a lot. Got it back when it came out and was kind of wishy-washy on it. But now I'm enamored. I'll try to keep my talk to a minimum. There's a lot of dialogue, narration going on, but I say a lot. It's not the only thing that's happening, so it's easy to miss. Anyway.
Hey, Red. We're not gonna get away with this, are we? Come on, pull. There. Together again. Sort of. What a night. You're still in one piece. That's all that matters.
So we're plopped down kind of
We'll figure something out.
in media res, I think is the term, into Cloud Bank, this city.
Yikes. Found us already. They want you back, I bet. Well, so do I. Born again.
Combat is set up into multiple phases. You can play as I am right now in real time.
Nice.
It'll probably show me in the
Let's
next
go.
screen or two.
Unmarked alley. East of the bay. Think I know where we are. More of these creeps. Look, don't fret, just...
Then there's Turn, which is kind of turn-based.
do something. Right.
That first one, it just wants you to do something specific, but it's just to show you
Ready.
how to set up combos.
Now. We're clear.
The cost of using Turn is that you can't take other actions until a time has elapsed. You have a delay.
Hey, up there. Hello, world. Look at all that.
Little
We're
programming
on the
humor.
edge of town, 100 blocks away. There's the empty set. Still too close to it. We better get as far from there as possible. Come on. Block party up ahead. Here we go. Get out of here. We're good. She awake? Hi. You okay? I see. Sure. She wants to come along. We can use her. She says hello. Her name's Lillian.
So, a couple things are kind of weird about the presentation of the story. For one, it's, you kind of walk around and pick up little bits, and this guy talks to you, and the transistor flashes, so it's the transistor talking. But Red doesn't have the ability to respond at all. At one time, I wasn't sure if she could even hear what's being said, or if that's just for the player's benefit. Like, maybe this is part of it. He's talking, but she can't hear him. I don't know.
Cloud Bank Fashion Week not happening, huh? 3 days this time. Maybe next year.
And she inputs responses into
what
the
else.
terminals, but they seem to be based mostly on what she's reading. I want to say there might be one or two where she makes a response to
Wish it was raining.
Transistor, but I
Cover
can't
your
remember.
tracks. Rain's not even on the ballot. Scattered clouds trailing this time. Where were we?
Cloud
Watch out.
Bank is made up of
Gross.
a constantly changing environment. So Cloud Bank, if people pick to make it cloudy, it's cloudy. If they pick to
Ought to keep heading
make it
east.
sunny, it's sunny. Everything changes.
Hey, end of the plaza. It's you. I'm so sorry, Red. They took your voice. I couldn't stop them. But we took something of theirs. Hey, let's just go. Come on, just go. Just... yeah. Damn. Young lady here to see you.
So young ladies, pretty sure, yep, they teleport when you hit them.
Finally. Oh. Okay. Side street, due east. Through there. I think I know a place we can get a ride.
And I'm not sure. Some of these events seem to be optional, like you don't have to go every way.
This didn't used to
But
be
there
here.
aren't that many options. Most of the time there might be one or two in an area. But I think it ends up where you gain a little more experience from exploring. But levels don't really matter
okay.
that much.
Hey, Mr. Moyle. You in there? It's him, all right, but I can barely hear him.
Collecting these traces. Jaunt. Yes, very good. Once we get to an access
Oh, no.
point, you can look at the traces and see other
Cut off our
effects of them.
escape.
Alright, guy.
Come on, then, tough guy.
Get behind him and get backstab damage. There we go. Oh, come on. Not quite. Not quite behind him. There we
Let's
go.
go.
Ha.
Jerk.
No, no, no.
Back where they belong. Hey,
Yes. So when you gain levels, you gain access to new functions. And they're all listed as functions, you see. And every function has 3 possible effects. One to be used, one to modify another ability that is being used, and then one that's just passive. You don't have access to all of it right at the beginning, but you're going to get all of the functions eventually. It's just a matter of which ones you want to use
we're still
first.
here.
In fact, if you play New Game Plus, you can go ahead and just get all of
Okay,
the
you're
functions
in.
2 times. So, it wants me to modify one, right? Which is good. But I'm going to switch my stuff up a little bit. I'm going to use Crash as a modifier on Bounce. Bounce shoots a projectile that bounces around, right? And Crash makes enemies vulnerable and stunned for just a moment. Mostly it's useful for vulnerability. It makes them quite a bit more vulnerable, 75% or I don't remember. Let's see. That doesn't say exactly. But they take quite a bit more damage. So one bounce with Crash will stun everything and blast around, making everything vulnerable. That's obvious. Or maybe here. Ooh, that'd be nice. I think I'm gonna do that. I like Jaunt as a raw ability,
Good.
but
Just one more block.
I see. Fires instantly instead of delay and then fire. It's
Okay,
fire
there's
instantly, then delay.
Wait. Back. Here he comes. Get away from it.
Oh no, this did not work out like I hoped. There we go.
They're gone, but so is this whole block.
Everything's all white.
Yeah, good call. That's our way out.
Like new.
Okay, East 64 on-ramp. 5 blocks down. Take the second right. Do not turn left. And thanks for the lift. Hi. You turn left. Thought we were gonna skip town. We're going back there.
Yep.
You met these things. They do not have a sense of humor. They will track you down, wipe you out, and take whatever's left of me back to those 2-bit Camerata pieces of trash.
I love the way
Whatever you're thinking,
it's all put together. Just
do me a favor.
uh,
Don't let me go.
the way they use like color and the shading. I don't know. This is very vague. Feels very painted. It's really satisfying for me to look at. Even the walking around isometric view is very
Poor bike.
just beautiful.
Just 10 more blocks to the set.
Detail. Just looking at the water and everything right now.
They need us here. Stronger than the last ones. You still hear me?
I'm fine.
They were waiting. Thought we made good time, too. Not a soul. Hardly recognize this place without the foot traffic. Terminal's still up.
Was talking to
Must
a
be
friend of
starving.
mine, Michael, if you're watching, about
Sea
the.
monster's really the only choice here.
I agree.
Yes. Just have to get back to your place before it gets cold.
About the city and how it feels like, what kind of environment it is, and it's.
Beautiful.
There's a lot going on, but it does not feel crowded.
Left ourselves open.
It might just be because it's abandoned, but it feels luxurious. Like everything here is like decadent. Like even the lampposts, like with gilded flowers and shit.
Fertile ground.
When I was describing it to him, he said maybe it's like a Neo Tokyo sounding place, but in some ways he's totally right. Like it's flashing lights, big buildings and whatnot.
Never seen Goldwalk cleared out.
That implies like cold, like I would say cyberpunk is what I usually think of, you know, high tech, low life. Society is worse for it. And that might be the case here, but it's like I don't know, a standard dystopian thing. Not utopos, not the good place, but utopos, the non-place. Ah.
You got on the Camerata shortlist. More than just a name to them now.
I'd forgotten to check my traces. So you pick up trace, as they say. See it down at the bottom left. Trace status intact. Traces of people, whatever that means. But it tells you a little bit about them and their relationship in the story.
You've reached the hopefully not permanent address of Mr. Nobody.
This guy.
Lillian Platt used to run the OVC. Said she left for personal reasons.
So as you install functions and use them, so if you use them as an active, you get one thing. Use them as a upgrade, you get another little snippet. If you use them as a passive, then you get a third little snippet. You can only change your function layout at access points like this. And they're fairly common, but it means you can't necessarily do one fight and then go. Maybe I will.
No queue to get in. That's a first.
Packet.
Back for more. Do your worst, pal. They're fixing the big guy.
No, they're not.
All quiet. What do you see?
Load is good, but it costs a lot. Use load. Load creates packets that explode and do area of effect damage.
Jerk was hiding in here. Whatever here is.
So it's a support ability basically, but you can kind of use it as a primary attacking ability if you're inclined. Yeah, if you use it as an augment, usually it just makes stuff blow up bigger. The key with load is really to make packets in advance. If you drop a bunch of packets when you suspect a fight soon.
Nothing to see here. Admin's just towing the line.
Presently, there is no estimate for when Goldwalk citizens will be able to return home.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah.
Out of the channel in reckon time. 8 blocks off. Almost there. They got that loudmouth Tanigan.
Big ideas, that's why. Who's they? You mean got them?
Trouble. Popping up like weeds.
works.
Just passing through.
Completely missed everything, but it still worked out fine. Maybe I want to try that with something else. Maybe not. Ah. Mr. Wade Tennigan traded the quiet life of Sanctuary Vicar. Maybe I'll put it down. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I haven't been using that, so... Ooh, I don't know. It could be good.
Get ready to get jumped. Or not. Let's not stick around.
Oh, birdies.
Wish we could just sit and watch the world go by.
Haunting.
Got some kind of cheerleader this time.
There's a bunch of packets.
Now to mop up. Hit it.
Boom.
I guess we're done here.
Should have some new function data.
Preston Moyle.
Oh, yeah, him.
Guess he went out joyriding one night and never came back.
I'll leave it up long enough to get a glance. And
It's Nyla. Everybody said she split after Goldwalk Channel opened up.
you can always pause this video if you want to read.
Hope you're wearing comfortable shoes.
I don't think so.
Here we are.
It's me. It's red, really.
Deserted. Unless you count him. Hi. Where'd everybody go? Well, we're gonna get you out of here. He says the process wiped him out.
See,
He's too far gone.
this guy can hear the traces and tries to tell you about it, but you can't hear it at all. They touch on that, but it's kind of, I don't know. I think it is supposed to look like you hear them, but you don't actually. Make a few packets.
Get behind something. Still kicking, huh?
I see. Actually taking some serious damage now.
Okay, get ready. Look at him go.
Come on. Where's that bounce? There we go.
Think I know where everyone went.
Nothing new here. They function as save points as well, I think.
never missed a show. They left the lights on. The terminal. What's the good word? Hey, you made headlines. Not a word about the Camerata. Trying to keep everyone calm. Maybe they'll post a correction. Yeah, let's keep looking.
I'm trying to go through and get most of those. So that's really how the story is elucidated. The little
Let's have a look
snippets.
downstairs.
Hitting all the function spots just because.
Gotta be a leader somewhere. Pole's a little out of date. Facsimile's finally gonna catch a break. They never had a chance against the champ. Let's get back to it.
All administration done through voting. Oh. The color here of that jade against the red. Very striking. What a venue.
When I first saw you up on that stage back there, it was like everyone loved you. Everyone except for them.
Ah, yes.
When you speak, I hear silence. Every word a defiance. I can hear, oh, I can hear. Think I'll go where it suits me. Moving now to a country with everyone, oh everyone, before we all become
What? Where? How?
Very intense.
Red, where are you?
Like,
Where are you?
you know, re-seeing a scene or...
I'm here. I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm still here. Look, if she's hurt. If she's hurt, I'll what? I'll what? Nothing. Stuck.
Oh, God.
I'm stuck. Inside. Inside that thing. Inside it. What is all this? There's nothing. Hey.
I like to imagine that Red can't actually hear him.
Look at you. You're alive. Me, I'm not so sure. Could use your help. I know this looks bad.
And he just keeps vainly trying to
Just
get
take
your
your time.
attention.
Hey, say something already.
But Red knows what the transistor
Say
is.
something, will you? Oh no.
See, I don't think they took her voice. I think she just can't hear him, so she's not talking
here.
to him. I don't know.
Look who it is.
Fashion Week lady.
Hello again, Sybil. You.
Try and get out a little bit. Come on. Don't move so much.
Okay, it's on. She must have felt that.
I'll take as many packs as I can.
She's patching up.
Come on.
Almost got her.
No, stop that. I'm gonna blow up one of my functions, damn it.
Let's read.
Whoa. That's trippy, that. The music, I never caught that. Just, oh, weird.
What's going on? Hello?
Fuck.
You're still here, you're okay.
Not good.
What a shot.
Shit.
One last round and we'll bring it.
Damn it. Not good. Gotta hit her enough that she wants to go somewhere else. Or I'm dead. It's dead.
Have another.
She's stunned from the crash. I see. Come on, Sybil. Fuck. Ah! Close. I'm out to the country. Alright.
She's here.
Change it up a little bit.
Wait, other way.
So I do not like Crash Bounce right now, nor do I like the packet. Let's work something else. Well, John might be more good, or more useful as an active to get away from shit. I'm going to play mostly in turn, so I'll use Jaunt. I'll take it. Explosive instead of penetrating. and we'll use that. Oh, maybe not. Then this will just be an option. That's nice though. Just to get around. We'll see how that works. So it's going to be a very different setup. I'm trying mostly to use
Hello again,
turn.
Sybil.
Use jaunt to get away between turns.
There we go. She must have felt that.
But now
she's back. She's patching up.
now patched. Oh, very patched. Bitch.
Just you and her now. Almost got her.
Gotcha. Cheerleaders now.
Sybil. Round 3.
Going much better this time, though. Get her out of range? I don't think so.
Okay.
Whoa. Come on. Gotta get away. Ah, crap. Right into that thing. Go, 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 go. Oh no.
We're still here, you're okay.
Gotta stun him. Work on him, but it won't work on her.
Shot. Have another?
Well, maybe it will work on her. Spam. Gotta get her within 1 or 2.
Not again.
Ah, shit.
She's finished.
Okay. That's good. Oh.
Bye, Sybil. Or Trace. Hello again, Sybil. Your camarada friends. I want you to tell us where they are. Do you understand? Sybil's trace.
Nice. Not one I usually use, but maybe I'll make a... Oh, nice.
We got our lead. We're going downtown. The process will be waiting for us.
Since I blew up Breach, instead of dying, you lose functions per time. When you're totally out of equipped functions, then you're dead, and you have to start over, which you saw previously. Too bad, though. Breach is like a moneymaker here. I might do... What does that do with that? Interesting. I like it.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Let's check the dock. You never know.
Hey, buddy.
With any luck.
Not there yet.
Sybil Rise. Life of the party. She was bad news from the first. You'll be back someday. Camerata. Sybil was their eyes and ears. Got close to you. To us. You were hunting people. Don't know for what. But I bet I know who does. I'm gonna ask him why. And I have this feeling he's gonna let us know.
Very edgy.
Close as the river's gonna take us. Okay. Road to high rise should be right around the corner. Heads up.
Snapshot.
How about this? The process. Still a step ahead. But they haven't stopped us.
I really want to put Breach back on. Oh. A back door.
So, don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this.
Pew.
That's Sybil. Always palling up to you and everybody. Showed her true colors back there. Wonder how our Camerata friends are gonna feel knowing she's leading us straight to them.
If you ever need to ponder the sunrise, I think that's actually what they describe it as.
Let's try door number 1.
So these are like challenges let you test your mettle in combat. And honestly, they're more like, I feel like in a lot of them it's more like tutorials, because there's just one way to do it correctly, or one way to do it very well correctly. So you'll need to where is it? Crash them all, bounce them all. And it have to be... it's not quite going to do it, is it?
Not yet. Time's running out.
There we go.
Can't even take us on their own turf. Thought there'd be more of them.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad.
Now I want to know what's in door number 2.
Little opportunity to gain extra experience, play with combat, reflect on the story.
We better go. Everything's like... Was hoping it'd be more like before. What's the latest? That does it. I swear this day. Get myself killed. Now the pendant game's canceled. Hoping that'll do it for the bad news for a while.
Just don't talk about it.
Canals are just down the bend.
Got my breach back. So limiters increase your experience, but they give you a penalty. Like this just makes everything, you know, different. They spawn shielded cells with terminated, so you have to destroy the shield and then the cell, and they all feed into that weird Cloud Bank logo on the far side. So, yeah, things. Somehow what you affect on your transistor affects everything in the city. Not that it's really that ambiguous. Alright. I don't have the memory for it. What if... That's nice. Not really that great, but it's nice. Spawn a copy right when you... Do big explosive damage. And... yeah, might as well. Let's do that for a while. Oh, nice.
They can do their worst. Taking snapshots. Whoa.
No, that's not me.
No sweat. So let me get this
Nice.
straight.
I like the copy. It's good.
Camerata.
Are there multiple copies? No, there are. Okay.
This is new. The old one, too. That must be how they get here.
Or something.
We better hustle. High rise is dead ahead. Across the canals. Much nicer last time we were here.
Looks pretty nice. Except for that guy.
Hey there, little guy. You lost? No? Get him. Ouch. Hey, get back here.
Boink. Where are you going?
Cluckers.
Weirdos.
What was that all about? Here we go again.
I like mask, but... passive. Very good. I don't plan on using the limiters really, so it doesn't matter that much.
Street should be packed.
If you use them all, you'll notice having a little extra stuff, but it's a lot harder.
Like that?
Just him?
Weed's working overtime. Just hold on.
Come back here.
We made him mad.
Ooh. Invisible after jaunt is also very good though, and a lot cheaper. I like the shield. Yeah. Of course, you can also do... So this does 110% damage and blast radius. This does 25% backstab damage. Backstab's much stronger, but normal attacks less so. Stick to the base damage. Try stealth. That was just for a moment.
Guess who? Behind us.
I'd say not as good. copy actually seemed to disorient them, but the stealth doesn't seem to do much of anything.
I don't like this. Hold on, I want to try something. Hey! Is anyone out there? I thought so.
No one hears you.
Shawsburg was out of control. Thought the admins put him away.
Use stealth isn't activated.
Yikes. They got more friends.
Okay.
Run. Just run. Made it. That was 50 of them back there. Maybe more. Red, have a look out there. Toward high-rise. Transistor Hall. The annex building. They're not there anymore. Half the skyline's disappeared. Whatever's after us, it's spreading. The Camerata. They'd rip this whole town apart. To get us. Or to get away. Is that sandbox? Shall we?
Well, I just can't resist.
More of those doors opened up. How about we shut them?
Oh, hello. Let's play.
Fun. Good girl. All cozy here, but what's going on out there? Process. I thought it only wanted you. It wants the whole town.
Like to get lost a little bit every now and again.
Hello, what's this? Door number 3. We're surrounded.
Ah, see, planning test. Figure out how to do it all in one. It's really not that hard most of the time. You only have enough turn to do a couple of breaches. It costs too much. So if you try and do 1, 2, 3, 4, I don't think it works. Yeah, to set up combos, and it gives you predefined sets of items to use. So like teaches you how to use packets, or when to use stealth, or how to get backstab damage, etc.
Got it. Door number 1, round number 2.
Speed tests, I'm not sure if they're static or randomized. Some of the
Ready when you are.
layouts are randomized, and if you die, you can try a different one. Oh, here we go. Oh, instant explosion. Interesting. So, I have to pull everyone to me and then blow them up. Ooh, nasty set too. Yeah, well, that worked pretty well.
Okay, it's on.
Get those weeds too. not bad at all. I like it. Get's cool. Pulls enemies towards you, and it does damage, but it only does damage at range. So at point blank, it does basically nothing. But at long range, at maximum range,
Like
it
last
does
time.
one of the stronger
Only
hits
better.
you can do.
But wait, there's more.
Ah, yes. I think this is a survival
Something's
test.
changed. Try your moves. Just gotta hold them off.
Nice.
Easy, pal.
As long as I can keep them switched, we'll be fine. This is a very different style than the one I was using before.
Keep hanging on.
I see. They get reset if you hit them with switch a second time.
Brett, get out of there.
I just wait this out.
They stopped. We won. If this is gonna give us an edge, then we might as well.
Alright. Well, that seems like a good place to take a little break. We'll come back here in a few minutes, but we'll set her down, grab a drink, eat some food. Thanks for watching. We'll move along in the next video.